Hi everyone, Deb here. Welcome to the Jewelry Making Fun collaboration for 2023. Every month on the 18th around noon Eastern, a group of us that are participating post what we made with the prompts. And for the month of August, our colors are sapphire or dark blue, and you could use like goldstone, blue goldstone, lapis lazuli or lazuli, however you say it. Oops, sodalite. And then option one is use a bead shape other than round, such as a teardrop, a square, a cube, a heishi, chips, gem chips, ovals, two-hole seed beads, etc. Anything but round. And I followed that on the first pieces very well, and the second piece, not so much. Second set, I mean. And then we could use silver or gold wire and findings. And I used gold on the first set, I'll show you, and I used silver, antique silver on the second set, but I didn't really do this on the whole second set. So anyway, that's what we were to follow. Hello kitty, my cat came up to see us. So this is the first necklace I made. It is about a 17-inch necklace. My shapes are, other than round, are these rounded rectangles. I had bought them from Rings and Things years ago, and I think they were the ones that used to come, they used to do like a traveling bead show, and they used to come close to Philadelphia, outside of it on my side of it, which was nice. I'm further out west, but it wasn't too bad to get to. They like set up in hotels and stuff. They stopped doing that. I think they were the company where when the owner died. Anyway, this was a 16-inch strand of them. I still have a few left, not a whole lot. These are called wheels. They're 6 by 3 roughly. They're about 3 wide and 6 this way. And then these I thought looked gold until I put them up against gold. They're actually bronze coated pyrite. And pyrite sort of has a gold feel to it. So I like lapis and pyrite. But I didn't want to use the grayish color because I wanted it to look more gold. And I think the bronze in certain light, it actually does look gold. And then I wanted to find a clasp that would work, and I had a pack of these from a long time ago, and I think they were also from Rings and Things. And I had written on them being discontinued. I'll tell you what, it took me a while to find this little hole in this sunburst here. The first time I wrapped it around here, the beading wire, which by the way is Soft Flex 49 strand denim, how do they call it? Dark blue denim beading wire, which I thought was perfect. And they're Soft Flex gold. I don't know if they're gold filled or gold plated crimps, I forget, but it's Soft Flex crimps. Anyway, I discovered that a little bit late, but I fixed it. I actually restrung it once because I had it wrapped around this. I'm like, why did they do that? They made it with no loop on it. Well, I didn't see the hole there. Duh. And this, I left a little extra beading wire on this end to make it loose enough, so that the toggle can fit through easily like that. And I love it. I really like lapis anyway. So that's the first piece in this set. And then here's the rest. The next thing I made was this bracelet, which is a snug 7-inch. So it'll probably fit me, which is 6 3/4. And it's the same pattern. And if you'll notice, I didn't end with a pyrite bead on the end of the necklace nor on the end of the bracelet. And you know why that is? Because the beading wire will not go through them twice. Also, the other reason is because I think with the gold crimp on the end, it kind of brings out the gold like the pyrite on the other end. But otherwise, I have the pyrite on either end of the wheels and then one of the rounded rectangles, and that's just really the pattern all the way down. So I used the same clasp on the necklace as I did the bracelet. So that's a 7-inch. And then I made these two. These are identical pair of earrings. I changed the shape for this pair. because I also found these teardrops. I have these sort of domed head pins in my stash from jewelrymaker.com. The plain lever backs, oops, I think are from Fire Mountain. And the little bead caps I bought at Bead Box Bargains about, I can't remember, if it was 2017 or 18. And then these are rounds, and they were from Fire Mountain in my stash. Those are A- grade. They were good rounds, and I used a few of them elsewhere too. So I have 2 pair of those that I made, and then I made 1 pair. I had 5 left of these smaller, you can see the size difference, rounded rectangles, if you will. Those were from Art Beads. But I thought they'd be better for earrings because they're not quite so big and heavy. But then I did the same thing on the bottom as I did in the necklace and bracelet. And I used those little bead caps on top and bottom. The thing about these rectangles is the holes are not all drilled straight. In other words, I don't know if one of them, yeah, like see how that bead cap's leaning over? That's because the hole sort of goes over. It's not that my wire was crooked, it's that the hole is a little bit on a diagonal, but the only ones I had left, all of them were kind of like that. So yeah, so I used them, and I hope that doesn't bother whoever, because with gemstones you just never know, right? So like I said, this is about a 17-inch necklace. It's not extendable. So on me, this would be a choker, but on other people, it might hang down quite nicely. All right, give me one moment and I'll move this aside and bring the other set in. All right, everyone, here it is. This is a 3-into-1 necklace. It is 16-inch extendable to 18. This Lapis Lazuli is rounds, except for this one. I just noticed that. Yikes. It's all kind of dimpled and stuff. Anyway, this is pre-made chain. It's just basic loops, and I had gotten it from jewelrymaker.com years ago, and it is supposed to be silver-plated brass links. These, I had a pack of 4 from Bead Box Bargains from a long time ago also. So I put 16 links here, 17 in the middle, and 20 on the bottom one because it laid nicer that way. I originally had 16, 18, 20, but the 18, it was a little too long, but I like how this is with a little bit of more space in between the bottom layer and these two. I could probably take out one link and do 16, 17, and 19. I might still do that. I don't know. And then I'll have one link left because I finished all the rest. So then I just put 6 links on the back on each side, as well as one of the larger lobster claws I love. I got them at Bead Box Bargains, and I know they don't have them now. So that is the necklace. I just think it's gorgeous. I love it. I want it. Then I made the earrings because I had 2 more of the chandelier findings. So this was one of the chain links from the pre-made chain, as were the top 3 on here and this second one here. And then these were some of the same 6mm rounds that I used in the earrings on that other set, and also on the bottom here from Fire Mountain. The coloring is a little darker on those than the ones from the chain, but I think they go pretty well. And I tried to go in and make sure all the links were closed, especially on the earrings for the pre-made chain. And I just put them on silver-plated ear posts because I didn't want to add any more length to them. So that is those. I think they came out really cute. And those were the last I had of those. So I used 2 in the necklace and 2 here. And then I had this much chain, 4.5 inches left of that pre-made chain. So I just brought in one more of the larger cubes like I did in the first set, and well, 6 of the wheels. I did wire wrap links on there, and I actually wire wrapped the lobster clasps right onto this last set of wheels, and I made the loop bigger on the other side so that I didn't have to add a jump ring, and I can just clasp right to there. This little antique silver looking clasp is from BB Craft in one of those pie shaped boxes you get with all different color clasps and stuff, and they were all lobster clasps. I've used a lot of the plain silver, but I still have quite a bit of gold, gunmetal, antique silver, and something else, antique brass, I think. So this is about a 7¼ inch necklace bracelet. It is bigger. It's not as big as the 7¾ on my bracelet board or my other bracelet measuring thing, but it was a little looser than that one on the 7" if I remember correctly. Yeah, so this would fit 7¼ comfortably. I think it would be too tight on 7½. It wouldn't on my metal bracelet forming tool. It wouldn't go to the 7½. So I'm saying it's 7¼ Okay. And those are my makes for the jewelry making fun collaboration. See, this one is a snug 7. There. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you will also go check what everyone else decided to make. I have a lot of lapis, and I have a lot of, I'm messing with this and I should just leave it alone. A lot of different shapes. So I need to pull them out more often and work with them more often, because people like lapis, including me. I like lapis too. So, and I like it with gold and with silver. I'm a silver girl though, you know, mostly. But you know what I learned from, well, when my cousin's wife was still living, she loved lapis also, but she had red hair and fair skin, and gold or bronze was her preference because the silver didn't look good on her. So, you know, everyone is different. Everyone has their different preferences. So I try to accommodate using the gold, and I love to use antique brass or antique bronze also. So that's it. Please do check all the links down below to find all the other participants. Like I said, we post at noon Eastern on the 18th, and come back next month and see what we have in store for you then. Thanks so much for watching, and take care. Oh, and be sure to come to my channel on Saturday, September 9th from 10 to 12 Eastern. I'm going to be doing a live handmade jewelry sale, and some of the pieces might be current and some of them might have been around for a few years that haven't sold yet. So it's going to be a combination. I haven't figured all that out yet, nor how much I can fit in 2 hours on a live stream. And I'll probably be doing a test pretty soon with StreamYard to get the feel for how that's going to work, because I think that'll be better quality video if I use StreamYard. And I might just be using the free one to test it out and see. I've used it before, but only as a participant, you know, going onto someone else's channel that had it so that we could have 2 or 3 people. I don't think the basic lets you do that. It might allow 1 other person. I'm not sure. Anyway, I had to figure that all out. I'm going to be working hard at that next week. So, and the week after. Well, next week's going to be busy. But anyway, otherwise for other personal stuff. But yes, I'll get there. And so I'll try and do a test video maybe over the weekend, this weekend. Just an announcement of the sale, because I don't think a lot of people saw the community posts or my Facebook, that kind of thing. Take care, guys. Thank you so much again for watching, and until the next time, take care. Hugs, love, and peace.